Assalamualaikum and hi everyone, it's me Dini, and for those who do not know me, I am a second year college student majoring in broadcasting, and I also do digital arts and work as a freelancer when I have the time. In this video, I will share with you my experience in making digital arts, and also I want to highlight the reasons why I use the iPad as my main drawing tool. So if you are someone who are interested to get into digital arts or someone who is interested to get the iPad, then make sure to watch the video until the end, and I hope this video will be useful for you. So let's jump right into it. The two most basic things that you would need to draw are basically a pencil and also a piece of paper. If you want to add more colors to your drawing, you can always go for coloring pencils and also paint. And it is the same for both traditional and digital art. For traditional art, you can always go grab a pen or a pencil and start drawing on a paper. Meanwhile, for digital art, you would need a stylus that will replace your pencil and also a screen that will act as a canvas or a paper. As time goes by and as the internet becomes more and more popular, the demand for digital art is increasing day by day. It is just simply the easiest way to convey your art through the internet. There are so many ways that you can use to create digital art, and it is not a one method thing. Every artist has their own ways, has their own method to create digital art. You can either start doing your art directly through the computer or your tablet, or you can also start with the traditional way first and then digitize your art later. When I first got into digital art, in which at that moment I just wanted to get the drawing that I made on the paper into my computer. So the method that I used at that time was to scan my drawing using the scanner, and then voila, I have my drawing on my computer. I used the same method for 2 to 3 years, but later I do not find it the most convenient with the type of art that I make, and it just doesn't really fit my workflow. There are still a lot of artists who use this type of method until today. I think it just depends on the type of art that you make. For example, if you're a batik artist, then most probably you would need to make your art traditionally first and then maybe digitize it later. Then I did some research and got myself a basic drawing tablet, and it was the Wacom Intuos that cost me less than 400 ringgit. I had it for 2 years and it worked great, very great. I did some great arts with it, but still, I still find that something was lacking. And if you are someone who is new or someone who is not familiar with drawing tablet, it actually takes a lot of time and practice in order for you to get used to it. And I'm not sure if I haven't practiced enough, but I just didn't enjoy drawing on it as much as I do when I draw on paper. So at that time, I realized that I just needed something that can replicate the traditional way or the traditional experience of making art in order for me to enjoy making digital arts. Finally, in the early 2019, I bought myself the 3rd generation iPad Air as well as the 1st generation Apple Pencil. Actually, I've always owned an iPad, and my first iPad was the 1st generation iPad mini, but I didn't use it as much. I just treat it as a bigger screen compared to my phone for me to watch videos and also to watch Netflix. But when this bad guy came out in 2015, it just changed the whole iPad game. I mean, the idea of having a dedicated stylus for the iPad is just very simple yet very convenient, which made me question why didn't Apple come out with this sooner?
Who wants a stylus? You have to get them and put them away and you lose them. Yuck. Nobody wants a stylus.
And ever since I got the iPad with the Apple Pencil, which I've owned for almost 2 years now, I've been drawing a lot more than I ever did 2 to 3 years ago, and that's a very good thing because the more that I draw, the more skilled that I will get, and I still have a lot of things to learn as an artist. So I'm very happy that I finally found the right tools that fit my preferences and also my workflow. Alright, the main reason why I choose the iPad as my main drawing tool is mainly because of the portability. It is just very convenient to be able to wake up from your bed and start drawing instead of having to turn on your PC every time you want to draw. It is very portable. You can just fit the iPad into your backpack, or you can even fit some handbags and you can bring it to just anywhere you want and start drawing. The second reason, which is also the main thing that makes drawing on the iPad is as good as what it claims to be, is because of the drawing apps that iOS have to offer. There's a lot of wonderful illustrating and drawing apps that you can find in the Apple Store, such as Affinity Designer, Adobe Photoshop Sketch, and also the most popular one, the Procreate. I personally use the Procreate for most of my drawing and illustrating work, and I will switch to Affinity Designer when I want to work with vectors. Procreate is just ridiculously very easy to use. The interface is very simple. You get your brushes, your color wheels, and of course you get all of the layers as well. And the number of layers will vary according to the size of RAM that your iPad has, and also the size of canvas that you use. So far, I really enjoy drawing on the iPad. You can draw, you can make calligraphies, and even animate on it. And also one feature that may not be the most important, but I find it very useful, is to be able to see a video replay of your drawing process, which is always very nice and cool to have. The only drawback that I find when I use the iPad is basically the lack of adjustment layer feature. Like most of the time, you just want to adjust the color setting for the whole drawing at once instead of doing it layer by layer. But however, it's just a feature thing, so I hope Procreate can work on that someday, hopefully. In conclusion, the iPad is just simply one of the best drawing tools for digital art that you can find in the market right now. My advice is to always keep experimenting with the tool that you use so that you can finally find the right tool that can make you feel productive with the art you make and also make you enjoy drawing as much as you can. If you are new and you want to get into digital drawing, then the iPad is definitely worth trying. But if you do not find it the most convenient, you can always sell it back because Apple products usually have good second value, so there's nothing to lose. That is all for this video. Thank you for watching. Assalamualaikum.